Good afternoon, Mr. Martin.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good to see you here. Please just say a little word about yourself and your company and what you're doing. All right?
Yeah, my name is Martin Gryl. I'm the European director of the company called TechCorr. And TechCorr is an American-based company with the headquarters in Texas. And I founded the company in Europe. We are based in Denmark, and we have other places around Europe that we are. And we're currently seeking more influence in the Russian market. And I think it's a very good market, and there's a lot of opportunities here.
All right, that's very cool. And we from the Russian side are very happy that you've decided to try the Russian market. And in general about the events and the summit, how the process and everything, can you make your own remarks, what you think and what you think should be improved?
Yeah, I mean, I service the upstream and downstream for NDT and also for engineering, for tanks and pipelines. And I was looking to see a lot of decision makers, people that I can interact with and talk about the new technology that I bring, because some of this is fairly new and it needs to have new eyes and has to have the perspective of who can use it, where they can use it, and how they can use it. There are laws and regulations that has to be changed. So, I mean, it's also important to inform the attendants that what this is also about is also just for the event, but also to see new technologies and maybe to push the industry as a whole.
You talk more about the technology that is pretty new. Can you shed a little bit more light on the technology that you're planning to bring into the Russian market?
Yeah, I have a quite good success in the European market and also in the American, trying to service the industry as an operating industry, meaning we're trying to keep the product in the tanks and keep the product in the pipeline, so we keep the reduction cost down and keeping the profit up. And especially the market where the prices are somewhat very up and down, and especially now that the price has been low, and trying to make a buck on the barrel of oil is more difficult now that also the race of payment and the cost of inspection is rising. So we're trying to focus on helping the industry to keep the production online pretty much 24 hours a day. So we have some special tool for in-service tank inspection to put in a robot into the tank while it's in operation with crude oil, everything else, and we can inspect the storage tank. And we have other tools that you don't have to remove installation, you don't have to do a lot of things, and you can gain the thickness readings and other integrity assessments values by our equipment.
Very, very good. And your technology, has it been used ever in the Russian market in terms of the downstream sector of the Russian oil and gas market? Has it been used before?
Yeah, I mean, some of my equipment is generally used before, but especially my in-service inspection robot, and also I do a 3D assessment with a special software that I use for piping and especially storage tanks. Well, that's fairly new, so we have to push forward in the market and teach and learn the customers that we have this tool that's going to benefit their every day, keeping the cost down of engineers, working hours, and faster reports and faster keeping the information flowing.
All right, just to conclude everything, what would you like to say for the organizers of the event, and what would you like to say about the participants in general?
Well, I think what I've seen is on the paper that there's a lot of companies here, and I think there's a lot of will to look at and to try to push the industry. But I think you need to get some more people from maybe the government also to have a look and see if there is a way to change the how to inspect and how you can do operations in Russia. I mean, the industry as such in the western part in Europe is moving much more in the way that the company themselves can choose what they want to do, because they themselves know exactly what they need to do. So they're pushing for new technology that can benefit the everyday, keeping the cost down and providing fast information.
All right, Martin, thank you so much and for
Thank
your
you.
comment here. I want to tell you from the deepest part of my heart that we are very, very happy that you are here. You find the time to fly down here, attend this summit. and we look forward to seeing you again in our next
course.
in our next event. And we are always open for any corrections and our business partners like your company that you offer very nice technology. I believe that the industry needs that, and we will do our very best to make sure that your equipment, your technology is accepted in the Russian market.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.